The tone you set in the morning becomes the song you sing all day. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about setting the tone before the world does. Enjoy. Every morning, there's a quiet competition happening that most of us don't even realize we're part of. It's the race between your intention and the world's agenda, between your inner voice and the external noise, between who you want to be today and who the world will try to make you become. The question is, will you set the tone for your day, or will you let the world set it for you? By the end of this episode, you'll understand why those first few moments of your day are so crucial, and how claiming them for yourself can transform not just your morning, but your entire relationship with how you move through life. The world is incredibly efficient at setting your tone if you let it. The moment you reach for your phone, you're inviting the world's priorities to become your priorities. The news tells you what to worry about. Social media tells you what to compare yourself to. Your inbox tells you what's urgent. And before you've even had a chance to remember who you are and what matters to you, you're already living someone else's agenda. But here's what I've learned. The first voice you hear in the morning tends to be the loudest voice in your head all day. If that first voice is anxiety about your schedule, that anxiety echoes through your hours. If it's comparison from social media, that comparison colors your interactions. If it's the urgency of others' demands, that urgency becomes your default mode. Setting the tone before the world does isn't about being selfish or ignoring your responsibilities. It's about being intentional. It's about recognizing that you have a choice in how you want to show up. And that choice is most powerful when you make it before the world starts making it for you. This might look like taking 5 minutes to breathe deeply and set an intention before you check your messages. It might mean reading something inspiring instead of immediately consuming news. It could be as simple as asking yourself, how do I want to feel today? Before asking, what do I have to do today? When you set your own tone, you're not just choosing how to start your day, you're choosing who to be in your day. You're deciding whether you'll move through your hours as someone who's reactive or responsive, scattered or centered, driven by fear or guided by purpose. The beautiful thing about setting your own tone is that it creates a kind of internal anchor. When the world inevitably tries to pull you into its chaos, when unexpected challenges arise, when other people's emotions try to become your emotions, you have something to return to. You have that morning moment of intention, that chosen tone, that deliberate way of being. Think about the people you most admire. They're probably not the ones who seem to be constantly reacting to whatever's happening around them. They're the ones who seem to have an internal compass, a consistent way of being that doesn't get thrown off by external circumstances. This quality doesn't happen by accident. It happens because they've learned to set their own tone. Your tone isn't just about mood or attitude. It's about energy, presence, and intention. It's about whether you'll approach your day as someone who's in partnership with life or at war with it. It's about whether you'll be available for joy, open to connection, and capable of responding rather than just reacting. The world will always have its agenda for you. There will always be urgent emails, breaking news, other people's crises, and endless distractions. But when you set your tone first, when you claim those first few minutes for your own intention and awareness, you meet all of these external demands from a place of centeredness rather than chaos. This morning, before you let the world tell you how to feel, decide for yourself. Before you let others' priorities become your priorities, connect with your own. Before you get swept up in the current of external demands, anchor yourself in your own intention. You have more power than you realize to influence the quality of your entire day. But that power is strongest in the morning, in those first few moments when you're still connected to yourself, before the world starts pulling you in 1,000 different directions. Set your tone, choose your energy, decide how you want to show up. The world will wait, and when you do engage with it, You'll do so as someone who knows who they are and how they want to be, rather than someone who's simply reacting to whatever comes their way. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.